You're tuned in to the Foxborough Beatcast, a podcast for Patriots fans by Patriots fans. And here are your hosts, is Kaleb McChesney and Ryan Moore.
Hello and welcome to the Foxborough Beatsides, whatever you want to call it, emergency podcast. A lot of stuff happened within the last hour or so. We're all amped. We're all fired up. We're happy. We're ready to go. If you're familiar with this show, you obviously know me. I'm your host, Kaleb McChesney. At the bottom here, without the camera, but the very nice picture that I took in front of Lake Ontario, it is one Tristin McIntyre. If you've watched the Foxborough Beatcast a couple weeks ago, we also had my good pal Trent Osborne there in the Michigan jersey, celebrating a huge win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. But you haven't met these two guys right next to me here. This one is my little brother Christian. Hey. Obviously, there's no resemblance here. We don't look alike at all. I might be adopted. Don't say that.
Sorry.
And then to this side is my boy Elsio, who's going to be on the show 2 weeks. 2 weeks we're going to have him on for Patriots Steelers week. That's going to be fun.
Yes,
and
sir.
This episode is about nothing football, nothing hockey, nothing baseball. We're not interested in that. What just happened tonight is a love affair of all of ours. We all have a combined love for wrestling, and most specifically the WWE, because AEW is now dead, and I'll tell you why.
Because our truth is back.
Yes.
Oh yeah, our truth. We love our truth.
Our truth is back out.
The truth shall set you free, everybody. But alongside of that, WWE pay-per-view Survivor Series happened tonight, and a lot of stuff happened. The first match of the night, we had our War Games of the Women, and a fantastic match. Absolutely terrific. Absolutely overperformed. If we want to talk about that later, we can. After that was it Miz and Gunther? After that? Which was a pretty solid match. I think we all thought that was fun.
Kind of sad about it, but
for as far as a Miz match goes nowadays.
I'm kind of sad about it. I was praying for Miz.
Yeah, we were cheering for Miz in this apartment. We really were.
Yeah.
After that was Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark, which was another awesome match. We all love mommy in this chat.
Mommy supremacy in this.
As much as we're trying to keep it PG-13 here.
Nana's watching, don't forget.
That's right.
Yeah, Nana's watching.
After that was Escobar and
Dragon
Lee. I didn't pay too much attention to that match, I'll tell you the truth. Christian was fixing my high top Nike Dunks. And
I felt seen in that match.
Did you?
I felt seen in that match.
And then the main event.
The
main event. Oh my Lord.
My God, dude.
A lot of stuff. It's just so much to cover. Where do I start? Does somebody want to take the reins from me and go over this match for me? Because I don't think I'm going to do it justice. This is high stakes stuff here. We're breaking some news here.
This match was fucking crazy.
Christian talking with his mouth full.
Yeah, my bad.
You know, they tantalized us there. They were putting on a good match. You know, we got some pretty good spots. I felt everyone performed well, and you know, mommy came out, so everyone was happy about that.
Oh, dude, that made it.
After she got outshined for the first time, because Randy Orton came out looking the most swole.
He was jacked.
Yeah, he
my
was.
childhood hero.
He has abs in places I don't have muscles.
Yeah.
And Randy, he's not just back. I think he's good to go. He can wrestle.
Randy's ready.
We got a sick RKO spot with JD McDonough getting thrown off the top of the cage into the RKO. Ended the match with a crossroads.
The Damian Priest.
That, you know, everyone. Good show.
I have to say that weirdly enough, my favorite spot before Randy came back was when the four baby faces surrounded Dominic Mysterio and turned that from war games to jump games. They just proceeded to beat the brakes off him. It was funny.
Listen, Dom eating the first RKO would have been a nice prop bet.
That was euphoric.
Yeah. The line that Michael Cole had about that's the longest Dominic Mysterio's ever spent behind bars popped me. That was really funny.
But obviously, the match ends with a lot of great spots. There was a lot happening in that final minute with Randy Orton.
Oh, yeah.
The whole night was: is he coming? Is he not coming? It's a huge deal.
He's the little bit of a thing between him and Jey Uso.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's winding up that RKO. He turns right to Jey Uso. Me and Christian are over here in my apartment, like, oh no,
no fucking way.
And then Jey Uso saves him.
The baby faces tried to fucking kill JD McDonough.
I think they might have succeeded. I didn't see any more of him after that.
Yeah, they basically beat that man like just he was gone, he was out. So they had to like pick up this meat bag of a human being and they put him to the top rope and then just fucking javelin launched him head first so that Randy Orton could RKO him.
Just top of the fucking cell, dude.
Oh yeah.
Was that spot crazier than what's her face getting in the trash can and just
dude, I'm telling you, I legitimately
Io Sky jumping off the top of the cage was like the fucking most insane part of the night. When the fucking trash can over
when they were bringing that up there, I didn't think she was gonna do that. I thought she was gonna throw that down, but I was thinking in my head like it would be really fucking crazy if she just put that on and jumped off the cell like a fucking maniac. Sorry to your Nana for all the swearing, but like
I think it would have been cooler.
Sorry,
I think it would have been cooler if Shotzi did it. I mean, that just kind of seems like her thing, you know, to do something crazy like that.
They do call Io the genius of the sky. That was a big thing that Michael Cole talked about afterwards. So.
Io's supposed to be a genius, not insane. Shotzi's supposed to be insane.
Yeah. Hey, there are some geniuses that are insane. I don't know, but
I mean, like Kanye said, show me one genius that ain't crazy. You know, but okay, so let's get back to the main event here. Obviously, Cody Rhodes hits Boy with the crossroads. It's a 1, 2, 3. Everybody celebrating. It was a crazy match. A lot of stuff going on. Randy Orton got the biggest pop I've ever seen. And then the show ended, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
You would think.
But
you would think.
It turns out a lot of people.
Personality.
Christian's hinting at it there. Christian, do you want to deliver what happened?
Personality. CM mother effing Punk walks out into the stage. My microphone just fell. that guy. Look, it literally just fell off.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, CM Punk walks out. I feel like that was the biggest pop of the night, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted CM Punk. CM Punk came. In person,
you can't stop there. You can't stop there. You have to keep going.
Hold on. Pause.
But when CM Punk came, I came.
Not in the PG sense in that case.
Sorry.
Well, there goes.
I apologize, Nana. I apologize, the audience here.
There goes PG-13.
Yeah, this ain't PG-13 no more. When you get Christian McChesney on here, it's not PG. I'm sorry, everybody. But
yeah,
that was the biggest moment of the night. I guarantee it. R-Truth came back. Screw that. Randy Orton came back. That was awesome. But like. Childhood hero, by the way. I love Randy Orton. We love Randy Orton. But CM Punk, I thought he wasn't going to come back after Randy came out. I was like, okay, yeah, CM Punk, no way. No way. Then you hear that wonderful, beautiful theme song of CM Punk. And it is the craziest thing ever. Kaleb can testify to this. I jumped out of my seat when that music came out. I was so hyped. I don't even care about I was excited for Randy. Whew, CM Punk, dude.
And the craziest part is it was not Grayson Waller that came out.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it was actually the genuine article.
The real CM Punk. I cannot wait for Monday.
Yeah, we all know that. Phil is all about his genuine articles, no counterfeit bucks out of here. But
Phil Brooks is back.
yeah, that was crazy.
Mic drop.
But Tristan, I know you had an experience when when they had the credit go on, like when they press conference up next.
Yeah, the press conference up next at the end, like the end of the show, watermark at the bottom corner or whatever. And I said out loud to my TV, I was like, oh, all these people on Twitter were like, oh, he's coming back. Oh, he's coming back. The Dub's not interested. As soon as those words left my mouth, I'm like, gee, that was like, no fucking way. Like they couldn't wait to make me look bad. I spoke that into existence accidentally.
Dude,
my fault.
We were so smug about it for 3 months.
Anybody who watched the first Beatcast episodes, we talked about this a little bit. Where both Kaleb and I were both like, no, he's not coming back. We don't think it's going to happen.
I said earlier tonight, I would be surprised if he did not return. And after the match, I messaged in the same chat. I was like, well, I'm not as surprised as I thought I'd be. It just didn't make sense at any point, and the music hit, so I was there too, man.
Trent, what was your reaction when you saw the credit go and you're like, okay, well, that's it?
Well, it's funny because I was watching it on my phone, and I like everybody else, once Randy came out, I said, oh, guess Punk's not coming back. And I was just watching football, and I just happened to still have it on. And then I hear the music, and I just look from the TV. And like,
that sounds familiar.
Literal reaction, just looking at my phone. I was like, I said it in the group chat earlier. They got to get the real Cult of Personality back. I don't know what they were thinking with this remaster thing. That was not it.
I still haven't listened to it.
I mean, it does sound. It does kind of sound like a kind of weird. It's still like I still feel like it sounds like similar to what he was using in WWE his first time around, but it does sound a little bit different. There's like enough of a difference where you can notice that.
That was a remastered theme song.
I think the Headman return in Chicago, it did well enough.
Dude, you can if you're in Chicago, anything CM Punk is gonna fly.
Yeah.
But
I want to say AEW made sure to debut him in Chicago too, so that's the recipe.
I feel like
Christian, what are you talking about?
I gotta listen to the remastered Cult of Personality.
Not right now.
Y'all can't hear it. Who cares?
You're just not paying attention to the anyway. That's my brother. ADHD riddled.
Little intoxicated. Sorry, Nana.
Why would you admit that? He's 21, everybody. He's 21. He's 21. He's 21. He's
21. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So my first question to everybody, because we got all of our reactions out of the way. We all have said we didn't think it was happening till it happened. Except for Elsio, of course, because he can just predict the future. What? I don't want to talk about like what came into this because I think it's all pretty transparent of what happened. I think Triple H was very, I don't want to say transparent in the press conference, but he lined it up pretty perfectly. This was happened very quickly, and nobody knew anything about it until, within the last couple of days, and they just kind of shoehorned it in.
There were some reports that said that this came together like literally today.
Yeah.
This was a very quick thing.
Very, very quick. Very, very rapid, and it happened. So I guess the $1 million question that I want everybody to kind of, pitch in their head and think about and then deliver an idea or two. What are they going to do with him? Like starting Monday,
oh my god,
Friday, whatever they do with it, what are they gonna do with him? Christian,
I was just thinking about this. I was waiting for this question.
Okay,
I think so. You know how Seth Rollins, he always talked like so much bad about CM Punk, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that CM Punk is actually gonna think about that and take it personally, and I think CM Punk's going after the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah,
it's got to be it.
You gotta throw him in the main event
at the end of Survivor Series and just fucking sit out there.
Sorry. Oh my god!
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Hold on.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I think CM Punk's gonna go after the World Heavyweight Championship.
Hey,
so that's an idea, but Tristan seems to have something.
Yeah, no, I just saw this I just saw this video of I'm gonna send this to Caleb and then he can send it to you guys. Because I don't know if I can send it through Zoom. But there's like a video.
You
I
can
think
put it
it's
in the
a
chat.
fan- I
You can
think
put
it's
the
a
link in
fan
the chat.
video.
Where's the chat? There's a chat here.
Yeah,
there-
there's a
oh,
chat.
Oh, there is.
I didn't
So I've
realize.
never
All
used Zoom
I'll have to
before. I
go
don't know
on.
this
Okay,
stuff.
give me a minute then,
I'm
because I
used to
found this on
Discord.
my phone and I'm using this on my.
Or just put it in the Discord. I'll copy and paste it in the chat. It's whatever.
Okay, cool, that works. But I think it's a fan video of Seth Rollins' reaction. The video that Trent sent, because Trent sent us a video of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't look like to me at least. It didn't look like he was as heated as this. But this is a video. Fightful just posted this. Seth Rollins looks pissed. I just sent it to the Discord.
I mean, dudes.
He
Can I join
looks
the Discord.
absolutely pissed.
You're not in the
Like-
Discord. I'm putting it in
Yeah,
the
no,
chat.
It's for later. It's for
Do
later.
you
That's a question
think,
for later. Let me
with
react
that
to
in
this real quick.
mind, then do you think
Did
WWE will
should be there one.
throw Punk and Rollins at someone else and get the title off of Seth before they put Punk in the main event,
Who? Sorry.
the
what?
world title picture?
I know, but who?
So we've seen a video and Seth looks rather upset about CM Punk
He's
being
pissed.
back. So do you think with that in mind that they would want to avoid having a feud involving Punk and Seth, or
Oh my
You
god.
think they
This
could
is
use-
insane.
I
Yeah.
don't think so, honestly.
He
Like,
is
He's
properly
heated.
mad. He is heated.
wait,
Like, I was
wait.
not exaggerating.
I don't.
He's flipping him off. Like he's flipping him off.
Dude,
trying to
this
start
is
up
this is beyond scripted. You can't.
yeah, that's a shoot.
like that.
So
doesn't-
with that in
feels like a joke.
mind, you can't put them together in a program, right?
Just for the camera's sake, so we don't have to edit it in. It's not great.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is heated. Holy shit.
It's bad. It's bad.
Really bad.
So apparently, CM Punk still doesn't have a whole lot of friends.
Yeah.
So wait, I gotta take a pause for a second. Why does Seth Rollins hate CM Punk so much? I don't
Trent, I
understand.
think you're the
Yeah,
guy who
Trent.
explained it to me the first time.
Yeah, so in part, from the way I understand it, it started with the interview, the Colt Cabana interview, where he spoke about the we got to make Roman look really strong stuff, and obviously that's when the kind of public perception started to really shift on Roman. It was already starting to turn, but that kind of kicked it into to full gear. And I think there's that among other stuff, but that's kind of the main thing. I would be shocked if Triple H did this and did not fill in guys like Seth and
Yeah.
Roman. I can't imagine that they
I
did that.
will-
And if
I
he
will-
did,
Go ahead, sorry.
no, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, if he didn't, I think that's very unprofessional on the part of management, but I also don't think they would do that. So
I just
And
go ahead, Elsio.
in fairness, like in defense, though, I will say, as long as they stick him to Mondays, it won't matter with Roman. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
but Seth,
should,
I don't,
I mean, they
Seth
could-
is the
I
one that's
mean,
pissed.
Let's be.
That's the
let's be-
problem.
Yeah, it's
like,
gotta be. There's gotta be like,
because Seth is upset because Roman is his friend. Like they are real life friends. Like that's no shoot, no work, no nothing. Like that they are legitimate real
Yep.
life friends.
yeah.
Well, I think there's personal stuff between them too, but I also think that they're playing it up because I mean, look at the reactions it's already getting. Oh, is this real? Did they not tell Seth? Is Seth actually pissed? Like Seth is professional enough that I cannot imagine that if he didn't know, that's the way he would react.
they could
Yeah.
be working us into a
Unless
shoot,
unless
yeah.
unless the personal shit between them is just like that far gone.
But if it is that far gone, like, what
Like-
do you do now? Like, you
Yeah.
can't throw Punk at the World Heavyweight title. They
I
won't
mean,
work together
I mean, like
if
Christian
that's
was,
real.
But
Christian
the thing
was-
is, though, it makes sense seeing that reaction. It has to be fucking scripted as well, right?
if it's,
And
if
like
it's
Trent
scripted, why
said,
would they
Seth
not show it?
Seth is such a professional that it's not believable that he would just throw a bitch fit like that.
Yeah.
Like it,
Yeah, but
like
like the
Punk
thing
reacting like that to anything that seems legit. Like Punk would legitimately just throw a pissy fit and look like an insane
I'll-
He
child.
did it twice
yeah, but
in
like we know for a
AEW.
fact that
Seth Rollins has a problem with CM Punk.
Right.
Why would they pull CM Punk out after the fucking Seth Rollins' team won if they weren't gonna have beef?
I also say this. There
title
was
match against CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
there was a report earlier of like people going to WWE higher ups and asking like, "Hey, is CM Punk coming back? Is this happening?" And then them being told no. Like we're told no, it's not happening straight up. And these were like apparently like high level people within WWE or like high level.
Yeah, I sent that to the chat.
But
Earlier this week.
Yes, that happened, right? That happened. Yes, 100%. But they could lie about it to get the hype up.
Trent did say that it's not
I
beyond them being at work.
That's the point, though. Like it could be like Seth could have been one of those people who went to a WWE higher up who legitimately didn't know anything and was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Like I haven't." From what I'm hearing, it's not happening. And it's just like cool. And then he comes out here, does the main event. His team gets the win. He's a world heavyweight champion. He's celebrating all this, and then boom, this guy that he has issues with, he's had issues with for years. Because this goes back even before when Punk came back as an analyst for the WWE Fox show, backstage or whatever it was in like 2018.
Yeah, I remember that.
Seth Rollins called him out, and then I remember I think this is the one where CM Punk told him to go suck a blood money covered dick or something. Sorry, Nana. Yeah, like I don't know. There's just a lot of intrigue in him coming back, giving all the stuff with him, but then also with we talked about the Seth Rollins thing. I think there was something about Drew McIntyre too.
Yep, that's on the agenda.
Yeah, there's just so much here that and to answer the question that we started this with, like CM Punk and Seth Rollins is the money match.
Yeah.
There's
so much
really nobody else.
That's gonna be like the biggest match of any year, the fucking decade, even maybe.
That is
just because of their just because of their beef, it's gonna be one of the biggest matches ever. CM Punk and Seth Rollins. So much stuff like between those two.
So my follow-up. Okay,
Elsio, kinda gotta worry about Seth though, because he couldn't beat CM Punk with two partners back in 2012, 2013.
CM Punk's gonna be a world champion. He's gonna be the new world heavyweight champion.
Trent, do you have any opinion on that before I pitch my?
I don't know. I mean, look, me personally, you guys know how I feel. I mean, there's a bunch of matches, and maybe I'm in the minority. I don't watch WWE too much these days, but there's a bunch of people I'd rather see CM Punk wrestle than Seth Rollins. But I'm, like I said, probably in the minority on that. I think that, I mean, we'll know by WrestleMania because we've seen how Seth has reacted with people he legitimately has issues with before, like Matt Riddle. And eventually he ended up working with them, but at first he literally refused to, from what it seemed like. So we'll see what happens. Right now, I think Seth is on the short list of like 5 or 6 guys that I think there's no way that they would bring him back without getting the okay first.
Right. So that was my question. Exactly. Like, do we believe that Rollins is actually that pissed, or is it just kind of playing the game?
I think he's playing the game.
I feel like it's a combination of both. I think he's
I feel like he's actually pissed, but
I don't think it's to that degree.
I think he's willing to beat the shit out of Seth or CM Punk. I think Seth actually wants to like beat the shit out of Punk, and this is his way to do it. Maybe.
So, I will say this. I actually have a question that I would like to field if that's all right with you, Kaleb. If this is a work, why would they not film the reactions of Seth, Orton, Cody, because they didn't show any. Remember?
After Punk, we didn't see anything.
We didn't see anything in the ring. He stared at the ring. He was staring down the people in the ring. Well, they didn't cut back to the ring at all. They followed CM Punk the entire time, and we didn't see any of the reactions for the people in the ring. Like the first shot of his return that we saw was like a wide scope of the entire arena, and the only way that we as the crowd knew it was CM Punk was the Titantron changing to like the Jumbotron on the top of the arena changing to CM Punk and all that. So
and the music, yeah.
So like we didn't see any of this. Like my thing is that if entirely 100% work. Why didn't we see, why didn't we see like Seth and Cody with their shocked faces, and then Orton like, Jesus, I thought I killed him at WrestleMania all those years ago, and like all this kind of stuff.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What if CM Punk has beef with fucking Randy?
Why on earth?
Because like
Christian,
if they do, we've never heard
if
about
Randy
it.
buried him, CM Punk all
No,
those
he
years
didn't.
ago.
He didn't bury him. I was
He
just speaking in jest. Like, no, they had a match at WrestleMania a couple years ago, and I think Randy won. It might be
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah.
12 years ago.
So I was just speaking
Wow.
in jest. Like, I don't think
Wow.
they have like legitimate beef. Does anybody have legitimate beef with Randy Orton right now, except for like a couple of rappers who like talk shit about him on Twitter and like
It happened.
Yeah, him and Soldier Boy.
That's tough.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Randy Orton and Soldier Boy had beef.
Really?
yeah, they
Yeah.
go with
Yeah.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, they did.
That's like the most random beef ever.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't remember
because
who.
Soulja
I can't
Boy.
remember who tweeted who first, but it was the most out of left field.
I think
thing.
they had beef like a couple. They had beef like 2018, and then they dropped it, and in like 2021 they picked it back up just out of.
I
Just
want to
apropos of
say
nothing, they were
Soulja
like,
Boy called wrestling fake, and that's what either kicked
yeah,
it
that'll
off
do
or
it.
started it
The
again.
next celebrity appearance in WWE is gonna be Soldier Boy. He's gonna have beef with fucking Randy.
Listen, I want to mess with
man.
Randy right now. That dude is yoked.
Yeah.
He's big.
He's
Yeah.
jacked, bro. Randy can kick anybody's
That
ass.
boy's been bulking. He's been on some shit.
Yeah, that's why he was gone for so long. Right? He was bulking.
But
Bro
All
was
right.
getting fucking. Oof.
all right, we got our CM Punk talk.
Well,
out.
hold on, real quick.
Okay,
I just wanted to say
okay,
to what
It's your show,
Tristan
Trent.
said.
Yep.
Sorry, no, I just wanted to say because we didn't really respond to what Tristan said, so I didn't know what we were doing. So I
didn't have an answer, Trent. If you have an answer, please.
I
deliver.
do have an answer.
Okay.
I think they did that on purpose for you to ask that exact question you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, because they love WWE the way they produce things. They love to do 85 camera cuts every time anything happens. They literally missed AJ Styles like debut because
They did. Okay, that is fair. They did miss his
face. Like the fact that they didn't cut anywhere is either A, which I don't think is likely, they were legit pissed and they were like, "Oh, don't cut over there," or B, they're not cutting over there because they want you to think, "Huh, that's weird. Maybe they are going off the
Well,
script."
yeah, I just think it did. I think it really does have to depend on like how they were reacting in the ring, because I do think it's interesting that we didn't see any of these reactions until like Seth and them were out of the ring and they were all out of the cage or whatever, because that's when they had to have like Michael Cole and Corey Grazer posted up trying to hold Seth Rollins back, which is
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like I don't know. It's just I feel like there's like a lot of intrigue there either way. I don't know, like all this entire thing is just baffling to me. And I don't mean that in like a baffling, like, holy shit, this is stupid, why are they doing this? I mean like what is going to come next with this? Like, what are they going to do with this? Because there's just a lot of baggage with CM Punk, which I mean,
As if
it's the
CM Punk
understatement of the
didn't
century.
bring
But
enough.
yeah,
Yeah. Trent, I think it was you who said this in the group chat yesterday, and I was kind of backing up on Punk. I don't know if he's made to last at this point as a wrestler. He is such a miserable person. Nothing is ever going to be good enough. I think this initial pop is great. And as soon as that initial pop isn't carrying anymore, say, come WrestleMania time and that he has this big moment and then it starts to trail off, like, with the diminishing return of values is starting to come across, he's going to get frustrated. He's going to get mad. He's going to leave. I don't know how long this thing's going to last. I don't have the multi-year hopes that that a tweet that Tristan read to me was that this is a multi-year contract and everything is
several
tip-top.
years, actually.
Several, same thing.
Yeah.
You do have to consider that, because when he first debuted for AEW, it was a great thing for him. It was awesome.
And he had a couple of great
excited
feuds.
to work with the guys. He had a great program with Darby Allin. Amazing program with MJF.
My boy MJF.
Won the world
his work with
title.
Eddie Kingston around Full Gear 2021 was insane. I love
That
that
too.
that feud so much.
he got his world title and it's soured. He's gone for a while, recovering, whatever. Comes back immediately, gets into a fight with Jack Perry, who I don't rate very highly. I would have
Which-
fired him instead of Punk.
Which, by the way, I
And
have to
gets
say,
fired.
listen, I have to say, it is actually, now I'm sitting here and thinking about it. Like, let's contextualize this. Motherfucking Jungle Boy Jack Perry,
Whose father is dead.
the real glass merchant himself.
What the hell?
His father
His
is in fact dead. I can confirm.
Sorry, Christian Cage he got into me, man. I don't know.
That was a Christian Cage approved plug right there.
That's messed up. But yeah, the real glass merchant himself, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, is the entire reason that CM Punk, or essentially the entire reason CM Punk is back in WWE right now.
Yes. I would have fired Jack Perry over
Jack
CM
Perry
Punk.
might legitimately be one of the most influential figures in wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's pretty big.
he made it not so possible.
I have one question before we move on to the other topic that isn't going to be talked about as much, but we're going to talk about it. Damn it! My question here, it's a reactionary question. It's the talk right now. With CM Punk's return to WWE, can somebody guess the question I'm about to ask?
Is
he gonna fight
AEW
Seth?
dead?
Elsio got it. Is AEW dead?
Despite my initial reaction, no. I mean, AEW. I mean, if fans were going to leave over CM Punk, they did. They've already left. You still have Bryan Danielson. You have Pharoah Ospreay under contract full time.
MJF,
You've
Christian
got
Cage.
Shawn Moxley, MJF.
Edge.
You've still
Just
got
signed
your
Edge,
top
yeah.
guys if you're
Adam Copeland.
AEW.
And you still have the heart and soul of that place. You still have the Elite. Like, I understand the Elite are very divisive and a lot of people don't like them, but as long as they have the Elite, as long as the Elite is in All Elite Wrestling, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you've been without Punk for a while now. If you're AEW, you keep doing what you're doing, putting on better shows overall as a whole, wrestling wise, and you keep your core viewers, and you might have a harder time drawing in new viewers now that WWE has to draw, but
Yeah, now they have their lighting in the bottle. Yeah,
they're not
WWE.
dead, but
WWE's
it's
got
not great
CM Punk,
for-
Randy Orton, R-Truth all in one fucking night, dude. Yeah, fucking AEW viewership.
man, just snuck in R-Truth in there. Yeah,
Yo,
I
we
mean,
love
listen,
R-Truth.
R-Truth
is
is
such
a ratings
fucking
draw.
awesome guy. He's funny as fuck.
bring back the
R-
24/7 championship.
R-Truth
honestly.
R-Truth is a ratings draw. I'm just saying.
Don't get me
It's still
wrong,
hilarious.
though. It's not
He's just,
good
like, so
for
random.
AEW, but they won't die.
They're not gonna die, but their viewership's gonna go down a little bit.
I'm sure it'll take.
I think Elsio's
It's gonna
right.
take a
I think
solid hit.
I think if their viewership has gone down, it already did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
especially if you're competing with WWE now,
compete with
because
them.
people are gonna want to see the fallout of Punk and Seth. They're gonna want to see what Randy's doing. If maybe we can get an RK Bro reunion.
I just
We're
think
never
that-
gonna
I
get the
think
arcade, bro.
I think the better question is AEW dead? Because I don't think that's the thing. I think
No.
the better question is what the hell does AEW do to counter CM Punk being in WWE?
They're gonna
Dolph
bring more
Ziggler?
retired WWE superstars.
Go out
That's
and
like
get
their whole thing.
Okada.
Literally, AEW just brings retired WWE superstars or people who are from WWE who kind of got like a shitty viewership at the end of the day when they left. They just pick them up and people get hyped. I guarantee you, dude, they're gonna try to sign Dolph Ziggler.
They could. Not
Well,
Dolph's
to be
been
fair,
in
Dolph
AEW.
Dolph
E
Ziggler rules.
AEW
Yeah,
signed
Dolph Ziggler's
Dolph
Dolph
Ziggler?
Ziggler's good. First of all, and second of all, his brother's in AEW, so
But-
that's outside of the whole retired WWE people.
isn't there some
narrative.
weird thing about Ziggler? Like they can't sign him until after a certain point.
His
He has a non-compete,
non-compete
probably.
clause.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I'd imagine. It's also
expired,
it's also not fair to criticize AEW for like signing all the WWE guys when WWE has like 300 wrestlers like under contract that everybody's wrestled for WWE at this point over the last like 300.
To answer the
Yeah.
question, like I thought AEW should do the counter, the Will Ospreay signing awesome, AEW's fan base, the fans they tend to attract, that's a huge deal for them. Like Ospreay isn't the crossover appeal of Punk. What you do is dip your hand into Japan more, get those hardcore fans more excited, attract some NJPW viewers if you have to, poach their roster if you can. Got the money.
They have been doing that a little bit recently. When they signed Jay White earlier this year, and then Will Ospreay.
They did.
They brought
Keep doing that.
They poached NJPW so hard they signed Will Ospreay to a fucking futures contract.
Keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that like they're gonna have to figure out some sort of like hot angle or something. The closest thing they have to a hot angle right now is the MJF and Cole stuff, but I don't know if that's not matching up. I don't think.
Honestly, I'm just kind of waiting for the next WWE security guard to become the champion of AEW. So
if Seth really is this angry about Punk, you could try to poke at that a little. I'm sure Seth would stay loyal anyways. But
yeah, no shot.
It's worth kicking.
It would take a whole lot for a guy like Seth to actually leave.
Yeah. Like I'm so like we're talking about Seth Rollins, the goddamn flag bearer who like argues with anybody who like the memes of like stand up for WWE. That's Seth Rollins as a fucking wrestler. Like he's the embodiment of that. So like I don't think he's gonna leave over this, but I would not be shocked if this caused some issues if he wasn't like really mad about this.
It's worth kicking the tires on though, right? Like if you're AEW,
hypothetically,
I often kick tires on Lamborghinis. It's not going to happen, but
hypothetically, if Seth Rollins actually had no clue CM Punk was showing up, and that beef is that strong, and he actually showed up, and WWE's like, we don't even care enough about you to show up. That is how people like Seth Rollins leaves, because a lot of people also said Bryan Danielson would never leave.
Yeah,
a lot of people said Adam Cole would never leave. A lot of people said CM Punk would never go back to WWE. It's wrestling. Saying
people said he would never come back to wrestling.
Exactly.
Yep, me and Tristin.
Wrestling is just fair.
Okay, so before we move on to the next pressing topic, one career was ended tonight. Ryback tweeted his wrestling career is over if CM Punk came back tonight. He did. So there's one prominent wrestler off the market.
Did you see his response to that?
Rest in peace, Ryback.
Caleb?
I miss Ryback.
Did you see what Ryback tweeted after he came back?
No,
he tweeted and he was like, well, he didn't show back up in AEW, so it looks like the career's still going stronger. So something like that.
I remember.
I'm looking it up right now.
Do you remember when Ryback tweeted that poll? He's like, where would you like to see, what's his nickname?
The big guy?
Where would you like to see the big guy take his services? And a bunch of people voted retire. And
I remember that.
Now that I've blocked all the trolls, let's try
I
this
remember that. I remember
retire one again.
I remember that specifically because I voted retire multiple times. But I also remember that because like after like Trent said, like he kept doing it over and over again, and like one time like a bunch of people were like, well, he's got a family. Why are you guys telling him to retire? Because I want him to retire. That's why. Like, sorry.
And
he's not going to take his services anywhere. He should just retire.
It was so funny because every time he retweeted, he was like, all right, guys, this is the real poll. Please be serious. Where should I go? And
retire.
Has like
I got rid of all the trolls this time, guys.
Is he so dumb that he doesn't know that he can just not have a retirement option on the poll? Like he can just not put it there.
I think at one point he did take it off, but I don't think it got any traction because nobody wanted to nobody wanted to be like. Oh,
listen, Ryback is retired. Maybe it's not his own choice, but it's over. It's over.
The tweet that he put out yesterday was, "If CM Punk returns tomorrow, I will officially retire from pro wrestling." And then he shilled his fucking nutrition thing.
It's all engagement farming.
And
I mean,
yeah,
look,
and
Ryback's
then-
a lot smarter than people give him credit for.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
and then the tweet that Trent was talking about was, "I will not be."
Well,
retired."
apparently he told CM Punk, "I'm just stupid."
Oh, he said, I will not be.
Allegedly.
He said, "I will not be retired." He had to return to AEW, and that did not happen.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, like Trent said, it's all engagement. He's got a blue check mark, so his rent's due, and
Do you guys? Maybe Tristan and Elsio know about this. I figure Kaleb and Christian, you guys probably don't. But do you guys know about the TNA Jeff Hardy Nigel McGuinness Twitter poll thing?
Mm-mm.
I don't.
They, back in I can't remember what year it was, but they kept putting out this poll. TNA did, and this is like an official thing. It's like, and they talked about it on TV. Whoever wins this poll is the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, TNA World Title, and Nigel McGuinness won it. At Desmond Wolfe and TNA, but Nigel McGuinness won it. So they took it down and they put it back up, and Nigel McGuinness won again. And they did that like 10 times until Jeff Hardy finally won it. And they were like, ding, 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 Jeff Hardy is the number one contender.
That's crazy.
I imagine what would have happened if WWE's poll ended up giving Damage Control the advantage in the first women's match. They probably wouldn't have told anybody that anyway.
I know that I have read before that like WWE used to have, Trent might remember this. They used to have pay-per-views surrounded around like fan choice,
Cyber Sunday.
Cyber Sunday and Taboo Tuesday.
Yep.
Where like the fans could vote on shit, and like some of those votes were like legit, but then some of them weren't. So they would like alter the results so they could get the guy that they wanted to do this thing or this type of match that they wanted for this thing to happen. And like they even did that for the Slammies when they were doing that.
Oh yeah.
When Cena won Superstar of the Year in 2012. 10-year-old Kaleb was very pumped about that, even if he didn't understand that it was Cena's worst year. Christian can attest to just how much of a Cena fanboy I was back then. I used to hit him with the attitude adjustment in the backyard.
Yeah, our backyard wrestling with the fucking old mattresses.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got bodied. Anyway, okay.
That was something, bro. That was
CM
something.
Punk talk. It's done. Fantastic. We did it. We'll see what
Love
happens
it.
on Monday. We'll have to come back. But there was another pressing topic that Tristan mentioned before we got on call. It was kind of even more kind of breaking than this whole CM Punk thing. It's not going to be as big news, but it's something we're talking about. Tristan, what do you have on Drew McIntyre?
Oh, this was Trent, by the way. But I guess
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I'll let Trent go
say
for
it. That's my guy.
I'll let Trent go for it if he wants to, because that was him.
Let me find the tweet real quick. Somebody
keep talking.
Hold on, this is very unprofessional. I also wasn't prepared for this. Hold on.
Keep talking. Somebody, anybody, keep talking. Keep talking.
Keep talking.
So it's something
Go
going
on.
on with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is very upset right now. About
Obviously got the work in again in that War Games match. He got bodied. He gets the splash from Uso and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I got it right here. So according to PW Insider, Drew stormed out of the ring after the end of the War Games match that ended the show. McIntyre stormed into the back, slammed his locker room door, threw on a hoodie, and immediately left the Allstate Arena. It was obvious to everyone that McIntyre was angry, but no word yet as to why. It was such a loud and obvious situation that a lot of people witnessed it, and it became a subject of conversation over the last hour. If you guys want to comment on that, I'll try and see if there's any.
Okay.
I'll look right now while you guys kind of talk about.
Okay.
I think
So
it was
initial
a stage thing.
So I think the thing that I added on to that was that there was a report earlier today that Drew McIntyre was not engaged in contract negotiations with WWE about extending his deal, and that there was a report that he was willing to run out the time on his contract and take a break from wrestling. Now the report there was that there was a personal loss in his family that kind of made him want to take a break. That probably doesn't have anything to do with this, but the fact that this did happen, I think, is telling of where he might be at with WWE. But I'll
that contract thing, that's no small deal.
No.
We've seen that happen before.
Drew McIntyre becoming a free agent is relevant.
It is
very.
And obviously, if there was a loss in his family, we understand why he might be distraught and he just wants to go home and kind of let emotions take over and deal with that grieving process. And if that's the case, shout out to him for even coming through with this match, because it's not easy to perform anything when you're dealing with a personal loss. Trent, you looked like you maybe had a little something.
Not anything. So I can't find anything on the Drew McIntyre stuff. Matt Riddle chimed in about the CM Punk stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Said, hey, at WWE, you thought I was hard to deal with. LOL. Have fun with 0-2 at CM Punk.
Jesus.
Shoot. So I don't know how long we're going to be on, but I always get the Fightful stuff. SRS says that he has something coming to Fightful Select in the next few minutes on Seth and Punk.
We will stick around for that for sure. We can bullshit a combo for a little bit.
I do have one question that's far out, but hear me out here.
Okay.
Could Drew's anger be related to CM Punk?
Could what?
Okay, hold on.
Could I actually Drew's anger be related to CM Punk?
I have something about that actually.
Okay.
I just found a fan video. I'll send this to the Discord, and then you can send this to the Zoom chat, Caleb. Okay. There's a fan video. Drew did not walk out when Punk came out. He walked out before that.
Really?
He walked out. He stormed to the back before that. I'm sending the thing to the chat right now in the Discord.
Yep.
But Drew walks out before Punk even shows up. From what it looks like.
Who's reporting that? Is that Fightful?
This is just a fan video I saw.
I'm putting it in the chat now. I had to send it to the Facebook because I don't have the Discord open. It kind of kills my battery.
Got it.
All right, putting that in the chat for those who want to see it. Tristin, you want to kind of explain what's going on here?
Yeah, so like Trent said, there was the rumors of Drew storming to the back and all this, and he slammed his locker and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I just found this fan video that I just sent to the guys here. That
he got up quickly.
Holy shit!
He got up and left before CM Punk even came out. So this is just another like dimension to this, I guess.
Is there a chance that he missed Punk's debut then Drew McIntyre doesn't?
Oh yeah, he didn't even see it. He didn't even see it.
I feel like that.
Well, he definitely would have walked past Punk.
Yeah, I was just gonna raise that point. He had to have walked past Punk.
Yeah,
but it looks like he was pissed before that, and I don't think he maybe he was hurt or something, because I know he's holding his face, but I feel like they could just be selling.
I don't know. I feel like whatever has to do with his fucking sister's dead relative. Or his wife's dead relative.
It could be because of that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I don't
probably just got emotional from it. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
It is possible.
It is a weird situation.
I really don't think it has anything to do with anything except for that. I mean,
if that's
true, his contract went out.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I guess we'll just have to see. But it does look like that the big thing, I think, is that this appears to be a situation separate from CM Punk.
Yeah,
it can't be from CM Punk. Yeah.
So I think that we can like stop with that speculation. I don't think Drew McIntyre. It would be really weird, honestly, if we want to be completely honest. I'm not sure what beef Drew McIntyre would have with CM Punk.
True. Yeah.
Like unless. I mean, I know that Punk and Drew I think they were in WWE around the same time, because like I know he was in there in like.
Back in the day, he was in a 3-man band.
Yeah,
and the new Nexus.
Yeah.
Him and Jinder Mahal obviously being the 2 world champs from that group. Still waiting on Heath Slater though. Yeah. I believe
Heath never won the Impact World Championship. So
wait, where is Heath Slater now?
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah,
he was in AEW for 2 seconds, wasn't he?
No, he's been with TNA for like the past.
Oh, okay.
6 years.
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out to my boy Santino over in TNA doing awesome things.
Yeah, it's like I think the big thing with that is just all of this is okay. So I just saw the Fightful tweet that their big thing. They just have a full story came out. I don't know if you saw it, but they tweeted that the full story is available for subscribers. So I'm gonna look for it right now.
Okay, as Tristan looks for that. Elsio, quickly rate that pay-per-view. Aside from CM Punk's return, try to take that out. Rate that pay-per-view on its own without the whole glamour show at the end.
What type of scale are we using?
Give me in stars, within 5 stars.
I'll give it a solid, without Punk, like 4.5. I thought the women's match was really good.
Oh yeah,
Everyone did great work. You had the crazy spot with Io jumping off the cage with the trash can, and Charlotte doing the moonsault off the cage. That's a forgotten one.
oh yeah, yeah.
The Miz and Gunther, it was a better match than I thought. I guess it's just proof that Gunther can carry anyone to a really good match.
We're gonna disrespect the Miz like that?
No, I don't think the Miz is a bad wrestler. but
Trent's
that's
like, yeah,
been
we're
his best
disrespecting
match.
the Miz.
That's been his
I
best
prefer not
match
to
in a
speak. If I
while.
speak, I'm in trouble.
That's been his best match in a while. Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark did great in the ring. It was a really good match.
Rhea's haircut was pretty cool, I thought. I liked her haircut.
Hey, you guys want a CM Punk topper discussion? I got you.
Oh
CM
Jesus.
Punk, CM Punk responded to Matt Riddle.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
he
did he
just
say?
responded to Matt Riddle. He says, "Hey Matt, riddle me this: who was the cuck who was heavily intoxicated and accused cops of sexual assault? I'm in the WWE again. Where are you now?"
My God. Trent's facial
Okay.
expression says it all.
Oh,
I have a few different things. One, he's right. By the way, like I used to live in Orlando, and obviously Matt Riddle did / does whatever. Like, and I heard a lot of stuff about Matt, like through other people, about him and Damian Priest in particular. I'm not going to get into like specifics, at least not while we're recording. But Matt Riddle is crazy. Let's put it like
Christian has made some assumptions about the weird things Damian Priest might be into, and maybe those assumptions are right.
Oh,
He's
wait a
probably right.
minute. I got fucking trolled. That wasn't CM.
Oh,
Are you
man.
serious?
I just
Oh my god.
I just looked at the. That's my
we're
fault.
keeping that. We're keeping that anyway.
Keep it. No,
Yeah.
I'll take
Are
the L there
you
because that's.
serious?
I'll take the L there because that's a fucking funny tweet. But yeah, no, it's one of those. I know the Twitter account who did it too is a little piece of shit who does this with like every other fucking the same goddamn account who does it. Like he did it with Cora Jade before the pay-per-view and was like tweeting like the picture of like Cora Jade and CM Punk. And I'm not the first person who's been duped by that, but usually I'm pretty good at checking that. But I that's on me.
You got caught up in the emotions.
I
I'll
wish
take
it
the
was
L.
Punk though. I do wish,
But the thing is, like, that's something that he would tweet.
Punk would
yeah,
tweet
Can
that.
we at least give me
believable.
that? He would tweet that. I don't feel bad for getting caught up on that because like that is something he would tweet.
But yeah,
I wonder how active his Twitter is going to be now that he's with WWE again.
Well, he blocked WWE, so I don't know if he's unblocked WWE now, but he's had them
he
blocked
probably
for a very long
should.
time, according to him.
He probably should unblock him. But yeah,
You guys have all heard the story about why he blocked WWE, right?
Well,
While he
yeah.
was wrestling for them.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that because of didn't he like shit his pants on SmackDown one time and then like he
Yeah.
tweeted out like hey guys watch SmackDown, I shit my pants and like, oh, you can't say shit on Twitter.
Yeah, he blocked them and then tweeted out this poop ain't
This
fun.
ain't fun anymore. Yep.
yeah. But yeah,
But-
I'll try not to rate WWE pay-per-views too awfully highly, but even without Punk, that's an easy 4.5 star pay.
I'm right there with you. I thought it was great front to back. And again, the weak spot being that Dragon Lee and
Santos.
Santos match. Like that's the low point for me, and it was still a pretty solid match. So what are you gonna do?
Apparently, this is an actual report. Apparently, there were thoughts about keeping him off TV until the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
But they were like let's not do that. Let's not do that because
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, increases likelihood everything gets leaked.
Yeah, there's
There we
no
go.
way it would have.
All right,
It would have
I
been kept under wraps
All
for
right,
too
boys.
long.
I just got the Fightful Select report.
Okay.
I don't know if you
So
saw it, Trent.
again, this is the report on CM Punk and Seth Rollins. That violent reaction that I showed you on my phone.
Okay, there is a
I
lot.
just did too.
Yeah, there's a lot here. but I'll go through this. So
Okay.
CM Punk's return. He returned at Survivor Series. His return was a closely guarded secret, apparently, and it was quickly put together. November 19th, him and Triple H had a very productive hour-long conversation that mended fences between the two. Word from Punk's side of that conversation reflected that what Triple H had said at the post-press it looks like that there was a lot of things that Triple H said at the press conference between about this whole thing is just the mending the fences thing and all that.
Right.
Triple H had confirmed Fightful's previous reports that talks had not happened between the two sides until rumors heavily died down, and it actually didn't look like a deal was happening. He did the Triple H said in the presser that any reports of a deal prior were purely speculation, and that this came together quickly. WWE confirmed that the official agreement happened today, and sources near Punk had claimed that as of Saturday morning, no contract was signed. So this came together at least sometime like this afternoon.
Oh, I got something.
Really? That quick?
You got something?
Yeah. So Rhea Ripley also gave a reaction to CM Punk's return.
Okay. Is it the real account?
That's all you need to see. Flipped CM Punk the bird and then made fun of the clock. That's her character.
She's in character.
That's her character.
Yeah.
But
listen, even if she's listen, if I was CM Punk, I would consider myself lucky. But that's getting into a conversation we shouldn't be having on this.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta remember too, and whether she's actually pissed or not, probably not. But there's a lot of people who are in WWE who've never worked with CM Punk, but they have really close people, i.e., her husband, who have worked with him, and probably don't have that like Kevin Owens and CM Punk. I don't think they crossed in WWE at all. But considering how the fact that he sucker punched his best friends, who knows how he actually feels about CM Punk. But that's important to remember too.
Yeah. So again, I think that's less of a big deal because that's just Rhea Ripley just doing her shtick. It's fun. Okay, so it's awesome.
According to Corey Brennan of Fightful, minutes before Punk appeared, a section of backstage was cleared out and Punk was in plain sight. We're told that Triple H took over producing the show himself at that point, called for the copyright graphic, and then also personally called for CM Punk's music to be hit. Producers, referees, staff, talent, and even head writers on creative team were not told. Word is that Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, and Michael Hayes needed to discuss a change to the main event, but we weren't told specifically if that was Punk related. As it pertains to main event talent being upset, there are numerous talent on the roster in general upset, just as there are some there's people that are upset as there are people that are excited, curious, and every other emotion. Talent were pulled aside before the War Games match and told that CM Punk would be returning at the conclusion of the show. At least one talent claimed legitimately to be upset by the return of CM Punk, and both Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins looked visibly angry. We haven't confirmed whether those were actual reactions, but they were at least claimed to be for obvious reasons. Seth Rollins.
So Drew McIntyre has an obvious reason to be mad at Punk.
I don't know.
He's saying that obviously WWE would tell them it was real, whether it's real or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Seth Rollins had to be restrained by Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and others. Drew McIntyre was said to be visibly upset backstage, leaving the venue. WWE reiterated that any perceived references from the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura or on commentary were not with the knowledge that this deal was in place. And there was one top talent that told Fightful that they understood the surprise aspect of the situation, but felt like Triple H could lose some trust among many people that he worked with to build it. And that's the end of the report.
Okay. So didn't tell us a whole lot that we didn't know.
At least I think it confirmed that
they were told in advance.
Confirmed that at least one of the people in the main event were legitimately upset with this.
I wonder which one, though.
And I think
my guess is Seth.
It stoked the flames that Rollins was reportedly visibly upset, and that
Drew was also
visibly upset about it too. So that also kind of goes back to, did Drew storm out of the match because he was hurt? Did he storm out of the match because he was, he's going through a tough time and just didn't want to really be there? Or did he storm out because he knew it was going to happen and didn't want to be around for it?
I'm thinking the second thing.
I think it's probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like the second thing's probably going to play into it at some point because I feel like if this is like a significant enough loss that he's willing to take a break from wrestling, then obviously he's going to be feeling some emotion there. But if he also looked upset about the Punk thing, does that play into it? Does that is that like a bonus on top or like the cherry on top of like I'm just gonna hit the road after the match?
Could be.
It's a lot to unpack tonight, I think. A lot of emotions, a lot of stuff going on. Monday is going to be very, very highly touted, very highly watched. I'm very interested to see what they kind of do as far as not only Punk and what they kind of do with him, because obviously that's the number one question. Holy crap, he's actually back, especially so quick. Like, how do you just fill that in? This probably changes a lot of plans that they had for the next couple of months.
Something I just want to add real quick, something that's been overshadowed is, we see Randy Orton on Monday Night Raw, or are they going to send him to SmackDown now that Punk's likely a Raw superstar?
I think they're both gonna go to Raw.
I think they'll just stack him on a Raw. Yeah.
Well, I know Fox wanted CM Punk bad before he went to AEW.
And I think that they have some sort of relationship because I'm pretty sure when he came back for WWE Backstage, that was between Fox and Punk. I don't think that was between WWE and Punk. I think
Fox, it was. His contract was through Fox. It wasn't through WWE, and Fox pushed hard to get Punk back in WWE, and Vince was still the final no on it. That was the reports out there that Vince said no every time they asked.
So all it took was Vinnie Mac getting out for this to happen.
Which it's kind of surprising because his main beef, as far as we knew, was with Triple H, but apparently things have been forgiven, maybe not forgotten, but forgiven enough.
I guess it's also worth asking, at least for those that are privy to what happened in AEW. What is it? Is it just the time factor that allowed CM Punk to mend the fences with Triple H, as opposed to not being able, or at least ostensibly not being able to mend the fences with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and the Elite, and work something out there? Because that is a huge. I will say this: like, as much as I think that the like, if the Bucks don't want to work with CM Punk, they don't have to. But that is like a huge opportunity that WWE or AEW had to make some money off of that angle, and they just didn't. And not only did they not do it, they tried everything they could to keep them as far away from each other as possible.
I do think time plays a factor because the Triple H stuff, that's been over a decade ago now, and the Punk and Elite stuff was fresh.
It is fresh. I'm also willing to bet that I don't think he and Triple H ever got into like a huge brawl backstage.
I'm sure they.
I don't think.
Yeah, because he got his ass kicked. That's.
I don't think CM Punk
CM Punk only fights people he knows he can beat up. I don't know if anybody's noticed that yet or not.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think
he'll fight Jack Perry.
Would he fight Matt Riddle?
Perry.
No.
No. But listen, Matt Riddle is a lot of things, but no, Matt Riddle, like, and I'm not a big fan of Matt Riddle. I didn't like him in the ring. I was never his biggest fan, but I think Matt Riddle could, like, in a legitimate fight, could probably beat CM Punk's ass.
No, Matt Riddle was a legitimately
like,
solid UFC fighter.
Yeah.
He got fired because he couldn't stop smoking weed.
And Punk had his failed UFC career, as we know.
0-2.
Yeah.
0-2.
Oh boy.
So listen, I think just one last thing to summarize this up, because I don't know how long we've been doing this. I'm sure Kaleb.
A little, probably barely over an hour, if that.
And we probably, like, if we really wanted to, we probably could have pushed this, but I don't think we want to.
No.
But I think Triple H summed it up. Whether you hate him or love him, positive or negative, people talk about CM Punk. And ultimately,
we did.
That's why this is happening.
CM Punk is big money regardless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, WWE is gonna profit so fucking much just by having him back.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
and they're already selling out arenas and stuff. Like, that's a huge gift for them, whether you like them or not.
Exactly.
Do you
where is Raw on Monday?
Like, literally,
I think they're going to stay in Chicago, but
They
I
might,
could
yeah, they
be
might be staying in
wrong.
Chicago. I'll look right quick, but
Okay.
But
Here's a
CM Punk was a
question,
money
real
grab.
quick though, before we end it. Do you think that they sold out Chicago tonight under the assumption Punk would be there? Do you think the fans in Chicago believed Punk
Oh
would
yeah,
show
that
up?
was definitely a
100%.
factor. That was definitely a
100%.
factor.
I mean, maybe, but W
Literally?
is so hot right now, they probably did it
Yeah.
regardless.
CM Punk returning in Chicago. Yeah.
There's always a
we
chance for
said
that.
early in the show, that is the recipe. AEW made sure that they beat him in Chicago, you know. Punk in Chicago, you get your pops.
Yeah.
You're the headline of wrestling for
so
a
this is
month
the
at least.
27th. So they're going to Nashville.
Oh,
Tennessee?
Yeah.
yeah.
No, Nashville,
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Yeah. Could have been. Who knows?
Yeah, they got a show in
Sorry,
Peoria.
Anna.
They have a live event in Peoria tomorrow, and they're going to Nashville.
I can guarantee you, Punk will not be at that live event. I think he could be in Nashville though.
Oh, he'll probably be in Nashville.
I'm sure he won't wrestle in that live event.
I think it would be a huge missed opportunity for WWE to have him come out at the end of tonight's show and then just not have him on Monday Night Raw.
They have to have him on Raw and get him started on some storyline, whatever it is. They could pair him with Cody or something. They could do something with him.
He could just show
with
up
the reactions-
Random bullshit. It's Randy and fucking CM Punk. That's just crazy, like random as shit.
With the reaction that it got at the end, whether it's a work or not, I can't see him teaming up with any of the baby faces in there, and I sure as hell don't see him doing anything with Judgment Day. I think it's going to be completely independent of those two.
If
I
he was,
would almost bet that's the first thing he does is Judgment Day. I'm not gonna lie.
if he was to do anything with one of them, he would do something with the Judgment Day rather than
With or against?
Yeah, what they're
Against.
I was
One
about
of
to
them.
ask.
Against.
against.
Like he wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, if he's turning heel and joining a faction, he's making the fucking faction himself. He's not gonna join and follow and
It's
lock
it's
With
against.
Rollins losing his mind, do you think he's just going to go and be boys with Rollins, Cody, Jay, and
No.
Randy?
No.
Probably not.
Fuck no.
No.
He's gonna
Cody are
start some
cool.
shit with Seth.
From what I can tell.
It didn't even look like he was. It didn't even look like he was wanting to be boys with him. Honestly, it looked like he was staring down everybody in the ring, like sizing them up or whatever.
Well, no, but I was just kind of like talking to Elsio's point of teaming up with
I
Cody
think
or whatever.
But he could face the Judgment Day alone. He faced the Shield alone. He beat the Shield 3-on-1.
True.
I don't know.
I
But
mean, he
I don't
could
know.
During
have,
the Obama
Third bump.
administration.
I feel like
he could
I was
have
in
a
middle
program
school.
with
I
he
feel
could
like
have a
Seth's
program
reaction
with
was
one of
staged.
them individually, like Dom or Damian
Oh my God,
Priest.
CM Punk and Dominic
someone.
Mysterio.
Dom is
Yeah.
dead.
That
Dom-
is
Dom
that
Dom
is
is
is the
fucking
draw.
dead.
that is some legit shithousery right there. Because Dom
30
would just be like, "I am the greatest. My father's a deadbeat," and then CM Punk comes out and it's just like
30 Dom is the draw here.
Yeah, dude. No,
and CM Punk just comes out and is like, "You're a twink" or whatever, and then
dude.
all right.
Me
Last
personally-
question before we send it off. We're gonna go around the table. Give me your brightest and best idea for what you're doing with CM Punk on Monday night. I'll start with Elsio.
Man, there's a lot of directions you could go. You could stoke the flames. You could have him confront one of Drew or Seth, depending on if you're wanting to toss him right in that title picture. Unless there's legitimate beef in Seth or Drew, whoever was actually upset. If either one of them is like, no, I'm not working with this guy. Use that. Use it. I mean, legitimate hatred, Punk's mic work and character work, and Drew and Seth are passable enough at those things. You could get a good program out of that, especially if you can get a title in it with Seth. That's what I'd do.
Christian?
I think that Seth's reaction that we saw was fake.
Right?
I think it was meant
we
to
all
be
said.
off-camera fake.
Yeah.
And I think CM Punk's just there to take the World Heavyweight Championship off of Seth. Because like what reason would they have CM Punk come out? Like the biggest picture is Seth Rollins. Out of anybody there, like why would he start beef with anybody but Seth? Seth is the only one with legitimate gold that CM Punk could get alone.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
it
don't
makes
like
no
it. You don't
sense.
like him for the Intercontinental title against Gunther.
You don't
like
think
Fuck
you
no.
don't
Don't bury
think
the lead. Don't bury the lead.
Screw the Intercontinental Championship. That
You don't
that
want
died
Punk
when
as
Gunther
the
got it.
NXT
That
North
died
American
when
champ.
Liz lost it.
Okay, guys, stop talking over each other.
No,
Jesus Christ.
Who wants to? I mean, actually, that reminds me of something. Fucking Shawn Michaels is willing to work with CM Punk.
What, you're
And
going to
with
put
the
an NXT belt on him?
The NXT
Yeah,
North
Dom
American
has a
Championship with
belt.
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh my God,
that
Jesus
could make
Christ.
sense.
Yes.
That can make sense.
Yes.
I can't. No, I'm muting Christian. Okay.
Yes.
Trent, what's your idea?
I think they should go the route that AEW went with it and not. I don't think he should go for the world title because they clearly have their own plan. Clearly the CM Punk stuff came about at the last second, so there's no point in wrecking the plans you've been building up for a year for WrestleMania with that. Gunther versus CM Punk will feed families, specifically me and myself. It will be the best match they've had maybe in the history of their company. I'm not even saying that as an exaggeration.
Trent, high five. We did it.
I'm telling you, CM Punk and Gunther with the longest title reign WWE has had for the Intercontinental title ever on a big show like the Royal Rumble, or maybe even they push it to WrestleMania. That's it.
Okay.
That's the way you go.
Can I interrupt there?
Sure.
If you have something good to say.
It doesn't make sense why they would bring CM Punk out after the fucking War Games match.
Because of that.
What else are you going to do it, Christian?
Championship.
Christian, when else are you going to bring CM Punk out? When is the better opportunity?
Because
Okay.
wrestling's not real. That's why.
Knowing the beef with Seth Rollins
Because
that they have.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's
Somebody
just
talk some sense into this goddamn
Listen,
kid.
It doesn't make sense
Okay,
for CM
everybody-
Punk to come out after the War Games match.
Okay,
He's going
okay,
after Dom.
I think they're connected. I think it's
Hey,
they ended the show with it.
Children, heel.
CM
heel.
Punk isn't some fucking side title. CM Punk.
Okay.
I don't want you to blow the fucking head gasket here because you're so goddamn mad. Like, listen, it's just a very simple concept. Wrestling doesn't make any goddamn sense. One of the most over characters in all of wrestling right now is a mid-40s man with another like 30-year-old person who pretends to be a dinosaur and like an 18-year-old kid who clearly has a family of his own, pretending to be the father of both of these two, while also calling them morons and like trying to like break his like mother's neck. But he's yes, it's AEW. Listen to me, because you're not understanding the point I'm trying to make.
Okay,
Not
I'll
trying to
focus.
understand the point I make. That is all I'm saying is that wrestling doesn't have any logic to it. It's just like chaos for the sake of chaos. CM Punk coming out.
Christian, shut the fuck up.
Storyline.
But hear me out.
Okay,
let Tristan finish, for the love of God.
He's done this before with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt came out at the end of Extreme Rules with no storyline. There's no logic to it. It's just, this is something we've been building up towards, or this is like the opportunity that we have. So we're gonna have him come out at the end of the show. It's something that fans want. So he comes out at the end of the show. He just stands on the ramp, does his little light, his like blow out the light on the lamp thing, and then boom, you have people talking about WWE for days. And then when he comes on SmackDown, you can just have him, do his thing, and you can get him going then. It's just a similar thing with that on a much bigger scale, because this is a big 4 pay-per-view. It's their fucking Survivor Series, and it's CM Punk. You don't need to immediately slot him into some feud. AEW didn't immediately. Well, they kind of did, but for the most part, they just had him come out, cut a promo, and at the end was like, "Hey, Darby Allin, I want to fight you because you're on drugs." And like, I don't know if he actually is on drugs. I just want to clear
straight edge. He's not on drugs.
No, I'm talking about Darby Allin.
No, he's also straight edge.
Oh,
He's
okay.
also not on drugs.
I'm just being.
That's surprising.
I don't want to be accused of like calling Darby Allin a joke. No, he's just insane. But like the point is they just bring him out for the pop and the discussion. That's all they got to do. They can figure out, especially this came out today, they can figure out plans for CM Punk down the line. They don't need to have like a whole calendar year's worth of meticulously crafted material for CM Punk, and like every minute detail, every ingredient is stirred to perfection, and the steak is cooked at 360 degrees or whatever. They don't need to do all that. They just have to bring him out. They just have, hey, look, the shiny man from Chicago is here. Please chant his name. Sing along with the catchy song. That's all they got to do, and that's what they did.
It's also they also did the same thing with Ronda Rousey. How Ronda Rousey came out after
at the end of the
the
Women's Royal Rumble.
She came out after the Women's Royal Rumble. She's in the ring with Charlotte and Asuka, and her first feud and match was Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
CM Punk comes out at the end because that is the main event, and if CM Punk comes out in the middle of the show, nobody cares about the rest of the show. That's just how you build the show. If you're gonna have something that crazy, it's got to happen at the end, or it doesn't make any sense.
But
you
gotta
think.
You gotta think. CM Punk had like one of the biggest fucking pops of the night.
Yeah.
Okay?
The biggest pop.
He had the biggest pop of the night, CM Punk. Okay? CM Punk has been talked about for fucking 3 months. Ever since he fucking fought the guy in AEW. People have been talking about him coming back to WWE. It makes no sense to have him go for a side title.
He doesn't have to go for a title.
But they don't look at the Intercontinental title as a side title.
Okay.
Gunther has brought a lot of
title
respect
after the Miz lost. I'm gonna be so real. I don't give a fuck about the Intercontinental Championship personally after Miz lost it like a few years ago. Okay.
Are you telling me you're not going to care about it?
That sounds like a you problem.
Dude, if CM Punk, there's so much potential for CM Punk, is what I'm saying.
He doesn't have to go for a title.
It's so much really good. Yeah, he doesn't even need to go for a title. He could just have beef with one of the random people in the match. Okay, he could have beef with somebody. He doesn't need to go for a championship, but if he was going to go for a championship, I don't think it would be the IC title. I don't think WWE would waste the potential for an Intercontinental Championship.
What about the North American title?
North American? Hell, I want him to fight Logan Paul and take the fucking championship off of Logan Paul.
Oh, the US.
Oh, because the US title is so much greater than the Intercontinental title.
He shouldn't go after a side title, but he should beat the fucking YouTuber who has a side title that he beat from a 55-year-old Rey Mysterio.
The IC
great, yeah.
One mid-card title is held by legit one of the best wrestlers in the history of the sport. The other one is held by a TikToker.
I think CM Punk could make the U.S. title something. At least the U.S. title is nothing right now. It is an irrelevant title. Nobody cares about the U.S. title. CM Punk can make it something.
And that logic, by that logic,
the IC title something.
Yeah, because by your logic, you just said you don't care about the IC title. So could CM Punk not make the IC title something?
Okay, so Christian, as a casual,
title is already something to so much people.
Christian.
The IC title was
Christian
with the Miz.
Christian Alexander, Joseph McChesney. Listen to me.
Can you?
No. I'm gonna pitch you a new question.
Okay. New question.
You are the pinnacle. You are the pinnacle of casual fans of wrestling, okay?
Yes.
We only watch the WWE every now and again when we feel like it.
Yeah.
You said you didn't care about the Intercontinental title.
I don't, because it's already
doesn't CM Punk make you care?
CM Punk, I don't want him to go.
CM Punk versus Gunther, doesn't that give you something?
Okay.
Doesn't that give you a little fire?
The reason I don't care about the IC title is because it's already a big enough thing. Thanks to the Miz, by the way. The U.S. Championship has been.
Trent is going to fight you over this Miz propaganda.
I think it's thanks to Gunther.
The U.S. title means nothing. I think the U.S. title needs some more attention, and having Logan Paul as the champion, the U.S. champion, doesn't make sense. Fuck the U.S. championship. We have this cringy YouTuber who literally recorded some dead guy hanging off a tree.
Yeah, you did.
Listen, I think we can all agree.
The U.S. title is worthless.
It's just that you're not making any goddamn sense here.
No, I think there is value. I think there is value to Logan Paul holding it right now. I
was
think
not.
there
You
is.
do.
There is
There
not.
is.
I think there. I
He's
think
done
there
nothing
is.
since
Put
he
some
won it.
heat on
He's
the
done nothing
title.
since he's won it.
Can you guys just let me? I am the host.
Give it
For
to
fuck's
CM
sake.
Punk.
Go
Give it to
ahead.
CM Punk. He can make the U.
Okay, he's not stopping. So I think Logan Paul does bring something to the U.S. title
He
because
brings heat.
he's bringing attention to a title
Ohio
that
white boy.
that people who care less than you. He's bringing attention to that title to people that care less than you.
It's
There,
CM Punk.
it's a
Oh, yeah.
widen. Logan Paul is doing more for that U.S. title than Rey Mysterio was. He was.
Honestly,
an
that's facts. That's
influencer.
facts. That's facts. That's facts.
So
I'll give you that
he's
one.
bringing in attention that way. And again, I'm not against this. I'm not against a Logan Paul CM Punk fight. I'm not. I'm not against that.
would be
I'm not against that.
intriguing.
But I
Who
think
cares?
Gunther is just as valuable. I think Punk versus Gunther is just as valuable.
Gunther
I
versus
Just for
think-
CM
Gunther to
Punk
bury
is more
Punk as soon as he comes
valuable.
back, because you know
But
it's
Punk's
gonna
not getting
happen.
buried, dude.
I honestly think that CM Punk and Logan Paul would be was essentially be like the Hangman Adam Page ripoff match, considering how both of them stole the buckshot from him. But I digress. No, I mean, listen, I think honestly, if we're going to be talking about the value of the U.S. title, I would say that this might be a hot take, but I feel like Logan Paul probably has more mainstream appeal than CM Punk,
Yeah.
considering that he
The
does more than
mainstream-
just
okay,
he does
yeah.
more. Like we're talking about
Over the
mainstream,
past
not
3
just like
months,
wrestling, but we're talking about like mainstream because Logan Paul is doing everything. Like he's showing up everywhere. He is a
That's facts.
say what you will about the guy. I am certainly no like big fan of him as a human being or anything, but he has a global audience.
He's
Fantastic wrestler.
He's a natural with wrestling.
He is.
He is like
And
one of the. He's amazing.
Yeah, this is
He
no
can-
David Arquette situation. Like this is
Yeah.
He
You see,
can show up to some of like
Oh.
Jake's matches with that title on. You know how many people pay for those Jake Paul matches? That brings attention.
Yeah, there is big value in Jake and Logan Paul holding that title. And again, I'm not against the Punk Paul fight, and I'm not against the Gunther Punk fight. I think at that point it's just where you're gonna put
All
Punk.
right.
You're gonna put him on SmackDown or Raw
Yeah.
All right, these conversations are very disheartening. You know why you do Gunther versus CM Punk?
Why?
because it's
It's
a
a
For
fantastic
the freaking
fucking
love
match.
of the game. That's why you do
Yeah.
Yes.
Punk
the
and
fucking
Gunther.
love of
You
the
put
game.
CM Punk, one of the best wrestlers of all time, against Gunther, also one of the best wrestlers of all time, and I'm ready to
Gunther's
say that.
mid.
You charge it to the
Mid.
freaking game. That is it. I don't care
This
about
man is
CM
mid.
Punk against some TikToker. I personally don't care about CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Gunther can go out there and have a great match with a freaking broomstick.
As he
why you
proved
put him in the ring
tonight
with CM
with the
Punk.
This
Miz.
man
For
is
the freaking
cooking.
game, because you'll be
The
talking
Miz
about
was the
you'll be
precious
telling your
ingredients.
kids about how great that freaking match was.
The
He
Miz
has got
was
the
the
precious
first.
ingredients. The pan is
Slack.
searing the meat just perfectly. It's the steak is cooked perfectly. Like it is. It's just. Oh, I disagree with the take about CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I want to see that match, but everything else he just said.
That's total. That's
Oh my
just
God.
me.
This man was
What if-
spitting.
What if CM Punk versus Roman Reigns?
No,
No,
Maybe.
No.
I want
No.
Roman. Dude,
gotta
I
save
want
Roman
fucking
for
Grayson
Cody.
Waller to beat Roman Reigns for the championship. Just out of some stupid luck. I want Grayson Waller as an
I
undisputed.
can see
fucking
Trent's
world champion.
Trent's gone.
soul-
Trent's gone. Trent's gone. He killed Trent. He killed Trent.
You gotta save Roman for Cody though.
He killed Trent.
Oh
Trent's gone.
no!
Dude,
Trent's
Cody,
gone.
I'm done with Cody, dude. I don't care about Cody Rhodes anymore. He's done
Okay.
so much side
Oh,
quests. I just like
God.
he just bores me.
This thing is going off the rails.
Yeah, this. Is
Okay.
I didn't even answer the question.
What was the question?
The question
Oh,
was, what was the question? It was like, what do you have?
What is your
do you have Punk-
greatest idea for CM Punk?
Oh,
Punk
yeah.
and
Take the U.S.
but I
Championship
forgot.
off of Logan Paul.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that immediately. Honestly, I don't think that. I don't think the only other thing you need to do is just have Punk go out there and just like literally just give Punk the mic and be like, okay, go tell everybody why you came back.
Oh yeah,
That's
pipe
all you
bomb.
got to really do.
Give
on-
a
on Monday
CM
Night
Punk
Raw.
pipe bomb, a classic,
Like that's it.
sweet
Like-
pipe bomb from CM.
Okay,
Punk
but
would
I
be
also
amazing.
wanted a long-term answer as Trent coming back.
My
Welcome
bad,
back,
Trent. My bad, Trent.
No, sorry.
That was
He had
such
to,
good
he had to
time.
compose himself after
Trent-
Christian put out
Trent's
that
soul-
bullshit.
Trent left his body. He had to go compose himself.
But Tristan, your long-term great
no,
plan for CM
I
Punk.
mean,
What are you doing with him?
My long-term plan, like I said, I'm interested in the CM Punk Seth Rollins thing. I don't know if I want to see it for the world title because personally, I just kind of want them to have Damian Priest cash in at some point.
Yeah.
What if
Because they've been
Punk
teasing
wins
that thing
and
for
Damian
like
Priest
6
cashes
months
in?
now. They've been
True.
teasing this thing for like 6 months now, and
They've been teasing
every like that man just I don't know like what
Sami Zayn
did.
comes through, steals his briefcase like a fucking cartoon character.
Yeah, like Jesus. Like I feel like at some point they're gonna run out of people to stop Drew McIntyre, so they're gonna have to like sign like either WWE legends or like do talent exchanges with other promotions to get people in here who can just
bring
come
back
in and stop
Goldberg.
Drew McIntyre for Damian Priest from cashing in. Honestly, I kind of feel like WWE could get away for the first few weeks of just doing like he did in AEW. Like he has a mini feud with this wrestler that isn't really doing it right now, or he's got a mini feud with this person, and then like you kind of build that up till the Royal Rumble comes around, and then you can give him like a first legitimate feud. We could do CM Punk and Gunther because I think that match would fuck.
Yeah.
You could do. I'm trying to think. I would be interested in CM Punk and Shinsuke Nakamura. I know that I don't know if Kaleb was a huge fan of Shinsuke.
It's easy to fix. It's easy to put that in there because of all of Shinsuke's crazy little. Like it's easy to make that happen.
He was calling
Let's
somebody
give
out.
CM Punk all the titles.
I think.
Shut the fuck up.
I think I would be interested in seeing CM Punk and Finn Balor. I think that'd be a good.
Yeah. That's a fun one.
That would be a fun one. And honestly, like, why not have CM Punk and Cody Rhodes? You've got them both here. Might as well.
Yeah.
Why not have CM Punk and Randy Orton? Run that back from WrestleMania. Like, why not have CM Punk and Kevin Owens? I mean,
so you're open. You're open
Kevin
to all
Owens is a
ideas.
mid-carder now.
You're open for all ideas.
You
Tristan.
can easily
Kevin
elevate Kevin Owens to the main event. It's not that hard.
Hey, you could put him there, but like, dude's got this beef with Grayson Waller and fucking what's his face.
That's because dude is set. He doesn't need to be doing nothing right now.
Yeah, he's
heat him
chilling.
up when they need to heat him up.
All right.
it's chilling.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is like a great enough wrestler. You can just do anything with him.
They
like,
could
everybody
heat
will
him
be
up in a
happy.
week.
I
for
think
that
the
Punk
the
feud.
one thing I don't want them to do is like have CM Punk do the typical WWE babyface thing and just like see a feud with like other babyfaces and then or like these babyfaces are feuding with this faction and like he's like tangentially friends with one of them, so he's like, I'm gonna fight by your side. I'm gonna vigorously.
No, CM Punk's a heel all the way.
He needs to be a lone wolf.
I don't think they can make him heel right now because the crowd want to cheer him.
They
He
can't
has to be a lone wolf.
Initially, they want to cheer him. Down the line,
Like,
turn him heel because AEW just
No.
refused to do that because Tony Khan is kind of a pussy.
CM Punk has a
They
personality.
were
of a
definitely
heel.
going that way until he choked out one of his coworkers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with Trent.
Allegedly.
Like I said, me and Trent, same brain. We're very much alike on this stance.
My only thing with the CM Punk Gunther thing is I don't know if I want Punk to end that reign. I don't know if
He doesn't have to.
It's not gonna
He
end
doesn't
that
have
way.
to.
Honestly,
No,
my
he loses
personal-
to Gunther. Charge it to the freaking game.
Have
Okay.
Gunther win. Yeah.
I'm down with Gunther beating CM.
Amen, Trent. I'm glad that I could set you up for that. I'm glad that you could cuss out my little brother because obviously I'm sick of doing it.
I didn't curse anybody.
I don't believe
That's how
this
rumors
CM
get
Punk and
started.
Gunther is going to be a thing.
But all right, that was our emergency beat side. This was fun. This was fun.
I think so.
Yeah,
This was a loaded cast. It was a fun cast. I hope that we can come back and do this again
I love it.
very, very soon. Elsio, little brother, Tristan, Trent, you were all amazing. Thank you for listening to the beat sides. CM Punk's back, all the fun stuff. We will see you all again the next time something crazy happens in wrestling, and we're all like, let's do it. But Beatcast on Tuesday. Don't know what the plan is for that. And next week we got Elsio coming on.
Yes,
Talk about some
sir.
Pats. This was the Beat Sides. Thank you for watching. We will see you all next time.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of the Foxborough Beatcast. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.